us a little bit about why?
Well, the need to resign started to weigh on me back in April and May, or actually started really in February and March. The amount of time I was spending on commission business as chair was just enormous. 20 hours a week and more most every week. And of course that comes at the expense of being able to pursue business opportunities and your own personal priorities. And so I went to the governor at the end of March and just said, Governor, I'm willing to resign. I think that it's time to pass the baton. But we were in the midst of a director search. We were in the midst of the Pinnacle Plan being finalized. We were in the midst of legislative reforms. And so for those reasons, it seemed more appropriate just to stay the course for a few months. But now that the Pinnacle Plan is in its final submission form, now that we've completed the initial director search, now that the legislation has passed and the legislative session is over, it was just time to go on and do what I knew I needed to do months earlier.
Did you originally submit your resignation from the commission in total, or just as chairman back in March?
Just as chairman.
Okay.
It was obviously a pretty fiery meeting today, and you had commissioners ask for a vote on you being censured. What impact did the lack of support from fellow commissioners have on this?
Well, going back to the approval of the settlement agreement, let's take a look. It was a 6-3 vote. We had 3 commissioners who believed that the agency should continue to litigate a significant lawsuit, that believed that the agency was, especially in child welfare, was high performing and coming under undue criticism. And I understand their wanting to believe that everything was fine. But the governor wanted Wes Lane and myself to come in and take a fresh look. Upon doing so, it was obvious that there were needs for improvement in our child welfare system. There was needs for committees to be formed and fully functioning. There was a need for commission meetings to be livelier, with more questions, more discussion. There was a lot of there was needs to make sure our meetings were complying with the Open Meetings Act. There were just a lot of areas that needed attention, and so I became a change agent. Change agents are oftentimes criticized and even attacked for moving forward. And at times I've had to insist on forward moves and be assertive, and that can offend people, and I understand that too. What I think we saw today was a few commissioners who were offended by my assertiveness in the past, our moving forward, my challenging status quo, and today keeping former commissioners Roberts and Dow on 2 committees.
Do you think, it would seem right now Vice Chair Wilkinson would assume the chair unless the governor acts. Would you prefer that she be chair or that the governor appoint someone else?
I would just prefer that the governor appoint a chair that she has full confidence in.
What impact will your resignation as chairman have on keeping Dow and Roberts on that committee, or will it have any impact?
A new chairman will have the same privileges and responsibilities that I have had as chairman, and that includes being able to name members to committees.
Would you, I'll put it right out there, would you want to see Wes Lane take your position as chair?
I have full confidence in Wes Lane and in his leadership abilities. I believe he would have the confidence of the governor's office, commissioners, agency staff, and other stakeholders. I hope that he would be considered and believe that he is being considered.
In light of the fact that when you were appointed as chair, and you actually sort of delayed taking over for a few months to kind of get your feet on the ground. Would it be better to have Wes, who's been in for close to a year, take over as opposed to the governor appointing someone new to the position?
Unless I'm missing something, I believe it would be in the best interest of the agency and the commission to have a chairman who is knowledgeable, informed, and who is aware of the issues that this agency is currently dealing with.